Okay? Controversial woman, activist, performance artist, counselor, helping young people as well. I want to introduce to you guys the feminist devil. Come on up, Amy Morgenstern.
Thank you so much. Can everybody hear me? Okay, thank you, Darshania. What a privilege it is to be here. I need you all to cheer for me, actually. I'm going to cheer with you. I'm part of the crowd. I'm part of the crowd because we need to welcome a very, very special guest. A special guest is in town. It's the feminist devil who's come with emancipatory mind bombs, showing us that just on the other side of this patriarchal wasteland lies a playful, fertile land, dignifying every beating and non-beating creature. Most people don't know about these mind bombs because our media machines keep things simple and safe for patriarchy. So do our universities. But you know what? We don't need no university. We don't need no university to free ourselves and invent fresh forms of living and loving. No worries. The devil's here to bring feminist philosophy to the people. As far as I know, the devil is good at winning, and she's very charming at it. So let's do a little philosophy together today, just for a few minutes. Let's make this participatory. So when I say, what do we need? You're going to say invention, connection. Okay, is everybody ready? So let's give this a try right now. You ready? What do we need? Invention, connection. The first thing the devil needs to communicate is how much she loves men. As anti-porn activist Gail Dines says so eloquently, they always say that feminists are man-haters, yet I think we are men's best friends. We're the only group that roots for men's humanity. We're the only group that believes men aren't born rapists, that they are actually born fully equal to women with all the capacities we have for connection, intimacy, relationships. It's the pornographers who really have the man-hating view of men. As the devil likes to say, one is not born, but rather becomes a dick. How do we unravel this becoming? How do we begin to un-engineer and help men get back to the basics of their humanity? Well, for starters, what do we need? Invention, connection. Invention and connection come from no other place than love. And that's where feminism comes from too. No one is a feminist without a heart full of love. There's no other way you can endure such a tough life in the society of tyrannical culture. Why else would someone risk ostracism, retaliation, loss of wealth opportunities? Love to me is the essence of feminism. Love of the human spirit and the earth that grounds us. Love of our collective dwelling on this earth with fellow critters. An abiding love that stays with the trouble, does not shy away from the tough stuff. In the words of Maya Angelou, I shall not be moved. How do we get more of this liberatory love out into the world so we can detox our society? What do we need? Invention, connection. Yes. Invention, connection of the devilish kind. The kind that does disruption work and slips away just before being caught. The kind that will not be moved when it comes down to tearing down walls. So while the tech bros and the others in the 1% are busy building luxury bunkers to protect their individual asses against the climate disaster they created, we devilistas are going to be doing a very different kind of underground work. Let me explain. I want to talk about trees. Did you know that buried just under your foot on the forest floor lies a vast neural network? Sort of like a huge brain holding up the whole forest? Yes, beyond the root system are what are called mutualistic fungi, linking trees together so they can message each other and help each other out by sending nutrients to trees in stress. In a forest, every tree is connected to every other tree in a stunning, cunning, I want to say cunting, system of community growth. This is our luxury bunker. This is a luxury bunker of forest logic, of tapping into deep, abiding, vast networks lying just underneath the surface. Forests, not walls. Bridges, not walls. In our individualistic culture, we are torn away from each other through shame and blame. It tries to build walls between us across race and class. But you know what? Ain't much of a difference between a bridge and a wall. I'm not a good singer, but I don't care. Let's create a society imaged after a forest, not a wall. And for that, what do we need? Invention, connection. This is not just an American crisis we're living in. We've got to get beyond our American reality show captivity and connect forest-like, humbly, with our international sisters and allies. The rise in toxic masculinity is a global problem, and we need men, our friends, who we believe in, who we love, to help us with this. You know, in China and India, men outnumber women by 70 million people. 70 million people. That's 2 times the population of California. Do you know what comes with male overpopulation? Surges in sexual violence, violence in general, loneliness and despair. Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, tried to warn us 200 years ago. Without much subtlety, Frankenstein is a pretty terrifying book. Creation based solely on a manic, masculine impulse dooms itself and most things around it to destruction. We're living through that reality right now. The male-dominated conservative right has not been successful turning back the progress for the last 50 years because they have good ideas. They've just been very inventive at social engineering. Let's learn from them. I like to say that feminism needs to get beyond reactivity and more into a building mindset. We know men do batshit crazy things. No need to get mad. Instead, let's interrogate the causes of their suffering, our suffering, and engineer our way out of this Frankensteinian hellscape. Let's become femineers, close to the pioneers. And for that, what do we need? Invention, connection. Invention, connection, forests, no walls, bridges, and underground neural networks in the midst of all the grace and shit of our time. Feminist philosophy can play a vital role in creating that stunning, cunning community of growth. Enemies and adversaries, they try and tear us down. You want us, baby, I dare ya. Try and tear us down. I'm Dr. Amy S. Morgenstern, speaking for the Feminist Devil, and I hope you connect with me on social media so that we can stay networked, and perhaps I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much.